Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Evolution Nerd. All right, this video I'm going to do a mid-season review of Legacy of Monsters Season 2. I was going to do a caption where mid-season review, like it's mid, but I'm going to put a different title on there. But that was kind of funny, but kind of corny at the same time. I'm going to do just a recap real quick. Like I said, the season so far, things I've liked, haven't liked. I haven't liked this season as much as the first season compared to a lot of people have liked this season more I've seen people, which I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I mean, just my opinion, it hasn't hit me as much and hasn't resonated with me as much as season one did. I will say for sure I'm definitely missing this guy, Godzilla. I'm definitely missing this guy this season. I think he's gonna pop up next season, but we'll see. I mean, episode one, they did show Kong, and I know the Monsterverse has become more Kong centric. He's definitely the more sympathetic character. He's more relatable to the humans. He's helped the humans more. Um, Godzilla's been betrayed, especially or portrayed, especially in the first Godzilla versus Kong as a big jerk. I didn't really like that. I mean, Godzilla's been portrayed many ways: anti-hero, hero, enemy. But I just don't like how they just flipped the switch. I know they kind of tried to explain it. I'm kind of going off topic a little bit, but just came from my head. I know they kind of tried to explain it because of Mechagodzilla, which I mean, it all ties in with Apex and everything. But I mean, I'm missing Godzilla. Hopefully, he'll show up this next season. I mean, he's not necessary for me to like the show. Um, but I don't know, just the characters haven't. Just this season, I've gotten tired of a few characters. There was an emotional moment in the in this last episode, and I didn't really feel anything like I was supposed to, like get emotional, maybe cry, choke up a little bit. I felt nothing, honestly. And that was actually going to be my title, is I felt nothing. But I'll get to that at the end. But I love to make notes. But this goes back to episode one. Like I said, Kong doesn't kill. That did surprise me at the beginning of the episode where it seemed like he was killing the humans, but come to find out he was killing the scarabs that were getting loose. And then they go back to Chile, 1957, Santa Soledad. They find this tribe that has found the scarabs. There's one dead on the wall, and they know of Titan X, which we come to find out later on. They try to sacrifice them. Like, this is another thing. I enjoy the characters going in the past way more than the ones in the future. If we would just stay in the past, I think the show would actually be better for me personally. I really enjoy seeing Lee Shaw, Keiko, and Bill Randa. And it's just way more compelling, way more exciting. I mean, not the love triangle. I mean, that's fine, but that's not the real reason. I just enjoy seeing them exploring, doing what they're doing. The characters are way more intriguing to me. Their relationship and stuff, like I resonate more with that than the ones especially in the timeline now. So yeah, that's one thing. I did enjoy the Soledad. Didn't really like the fact they're doing sacrifices and stuff like that. But I mean, they're an old tribe. Old tribes are like that. They do ceremonies and stuff like that. A lot of tribes probably are still like that to nowadays. But another thing I wanted to address is um, this season has kind of gotten more mature. Like, I wanted to watch this with my kids. I watched the first season with my kids. It was fine. But this season, I have little kids that I want to watch it with. They love Godzilla too. But there was a sex scene, and then just some other stuff that's been going on. It seemed more mature. Like, I didn't really like that. Like, I still wanted to be able to watch it with my kids. I don't haven't been able to let them watch it anymore. And then the use of the Lord's name in vain. I don't like that. People using GD and Jesus Christ all the time. Like, that's why we stopped watching Stranger Things, because it got really bad with the language and using the Lord's name in vain, which we don't accept that. So just a personal thing for us. But I'm still watching it on my own. My wife stopped watching it, so I mean, I'm watching it by myself. The rest of the season, it's kind of sad. I want to watch it with my family, but it is what it is. Um, I put Access Mundi. Well, they do reference Access Mundi, where they go back in the past and they bring Lee Shaw back. So that'll thing. He wasn't going to be dead. He was going to come back. I mean, Kurt Russell's a great actor. They were going to have another season with him, so I'm glad he came back. Um, One thing I did mention. is to my wife, and she's like, "No, it doesn't." I was like, "The creature Titan X sounds like Mothra. It has the entrails of Mantra's sound, which I thought was kind of cool, but kind of like, couldn't they come up with like their own unique sound? It doesn't have to sound exactly like Mothra. I don't know, just something that I wrote down and I made a note of that they could have made like a more unique sound for Titan X. Yeah, like I mentioned before, just a few of the characters have kind of like weighed on me, and I'm just not really interested in their stories. I mean, especially Kentaro, to be honest. He really hasn't anything to do this season except put some comments or advice here and there, and then shoot the one scarab with the flare gun. But besides that, he's really been a background character. Hasn't had much to do. I guess now he's gonna be mad at May because their well, spoiler, their father dies. He's probably gonna blame her for that, but he really hasn't had much to do this season. Last season he was okay, but yeah, him, May. I mean, May has had a little bit more to do this season. She went back with Apex, and her, of course, we always have to have a young genius coder. I mean, can literally do anything, hack into anything, break into anything, can literally do anything on the computer. Science whiz. We always have to have one of those every show. Um, I said her characters. Like I said, if they got rid of Kentaro and May, like I wouldn't miss them to be honest. Um, let's see. I mean, I'm sure May's gonna have. I mean, she has had more to do this season, but just her character is just okay for me. It just doesn't. Just not that intrigued with her character and whatever's going on. She's more a plot to. I feel like she's gonna be not turn bad, but I think she's gonna side more with Apex because the lady she's working with kind of seemed like she was actually genuinely sad and upset, which with what happened this last episode with Titan X destroying their facility and killing people and the thing they shot it with. Like it seemed like she's not okay with that, so she might have a change. Maybe she'll come over to Monarch, and then May will stay with Apex. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe she'll take over Apex. Kate has been okay this season. I mean, I like the actress Anna Sawai. Um, I don't know what's going on with her and Titan X. Why she's having some kind of psychic connection. I know going back to the old Godzilla movies with Mothra, you had the twins that had the psychic connection. So I don't know if somewhere in their family lineage they're connected with them. I don't know how that's going to come together, but it just seemed kind of out of nowhere that now she's able to communicate and have a connection with Titan X. I'm not sure about that, where that's going to go. Hopefully it pays off and gets, has a cool ending to it. But we'll see how. I mean, if Titan X dies, like she's gonna feel that because she was feeling his pain. So what if he dies? What if they can't kill Titan X because it'll kill her? That could be a plot line to where they have to try to save Titan X from being killed so she doesn't die. I don't know. I just thought about. I mean, Titan X is a cool creature. It's pretty unique. When it came out of Access Mundi and went into the portal, it didn't look that big though. And then they try to portray it in the water like it's huge, like 50 times bigger than a blue whale. But it didn't. Just for me, the scale of it didn't really look that big when it was coming out and going into the water. I don't think they did a good job portraying it, but they have since then, just like a big squid. It kind of looks like oh, what's the other one? Biolante with the little tentacles and stuff coming out. So it looks like a mix of a few things. I mean, it's a cool character. Uh, it doesn't seem that intimidating. It seems like maybe just Kong or Godzilla could take it out by itself, but maybe it'll get bigger. Maybe it'll get some kind of other powers that we're not seeing right now, to where they have to combine together. But it doesn't seem like a job for two Titans at this moment. So I don't know. We'll see where they go with that. Tim has had a little bit more to do. He's really stepping up and he's becoming more assertive. The one guy from Apex came over to take over and use all their take over their systems and stuff, and then the other guy went over him. And but Tim's being way more assertive. He's being more aggressive, I guess, standing his ground. So I kind of like that. His character's developed a little bit more. It seems like he might be taking over a little more from Monarch from now on, especially with what happened with the guy luring them to a a whale, a different whale. It was a killer whale. And then they're on the other side trying to get Titan X. So that's kind of like a deception. So we'll see where it goes from there. They're going to put more trust in Tim, I think, and trust his judgment a little bit more. So I think he's definitely going to get more authority and power to make decisions. Bill Randa in the past, yeah, it was kind of sad to see. I mean, you kind of expected it, but the love triangle and see that Keiko did have relations with him, and then Bill Randa did find out, and that's why I don't know if that's the real reason why he left Hiroshi. They did try to explain it that it wasn't the reason, but I think it kind of was because he's like, well, this is my kid, but she went stepped out on me, and he felt some kind of way and ended up leaving, and then Hiroshi ended up picking up the same traits as him, not being there for his family, just running off and being gone for a long time, which man, it really frustrated me the last episode when he shows up. He's right there at the door with his family, and then Tim shows up instigating. I would have just said no, bye. I'm finally with my family. You know, I guess it's meant to do that, meant to make you mad and upset at him. But I mean, you're literally right there at the door with flowers and stuff. Go inside, man. Just all that other stuff can wait. You're never gonna get another family like that. But I mean, he's meant to be a selfish character like that. And then I said though, but when he died, like I felt nothing. I just didn't emotionally feel it with him. Like I was just more mad at him. Just this guy's a piece of crap. Like he's always gone. And then just so many scenes going back and forth. I mean, I get it, you're trying to be emotional with the scenes and us resonate with these characters and stuff, but I just didn't feel it. I mean, just scene to scene, back and forth, just I don't know, got a little bit too mopey for me. I'm an emotional person a lot of times. Like if I'm meant to cry, like a lot of times I'll feel it, but I just didn't feel this episode, which I thought it would. But yeah, just for me, it didn't hit for me like I think they wanted it to. But that's just me. Like I said, most everybody else I've seen is love this season more than season one, but I haven't. I thought season one was way better, but we'll see how it ends. But yeah, basically those are my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all like season two more than season one, have the emotional parts resonated more with you than they did with me. I don't know. But just so far, definitely haven't enjoyed it as much as season one. When Godzilla shows up, maybe I will. But like I said, I don't need that, but it will definitely help, I think. I hope they have an epic entrance with Godzilla, which I know they will. I hope he shows up for more than one episode. But my Godzilla's my guy, man. He's my favorite character of all time over anybody. So I'll definitely be excited when he shows up. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it. And then other episode comes out tomorrow. If Godzilla does show up, I'll probably do a video. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit. And let me know what y'all think. If you would please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and see you in the next one. Bye.